How do folks, David here with another video. It's, I guess, a bit of a vlog style one, but it is more in terms of, I guess, D&D and characters and things like that. That's really what we're going to be talking about today. Now, something occurred to me during the last game session that we had. It's the new 5th edition game, and obviously we are still getting used to the rules, etc, etc. So yeah, okay, it's a little bit disjointed, and the good thing about this one was the fact that the party leader, or the guy that hired us, he was actually there playing his character for the first time. That was a little bit of a revelation. Rather than sort of high heroic fantasy, I can certainly see, with all of the political intrigues and skullduggery that's going on, this one's going to be more like a campaign of Blake 7 where nobody trusts anybody. It's, yeah, a little bit of an eye-opener. I mean, when the party leader comes back and terrorizes the town mayor and almost gets you thrown out of town in his first gaming session, then, anyway... Look, that's role-playing, and if that's the way he wants to play it, I'm up for it. My character is certainly a little bit on the more dubious side, but it is my character that I want to talk about, because I will be honest, I am having problems not relating to it, but bonding with the character. It doesn't feel mine just yet. Now, I will be honest, I am playing a rogue again. And I had hoped to get away from that, unfortunately, because we wanted to get a party balance. Because we have all played so many different types of characters, the options when it got down to me were limited, so I got the rogue again. And yes, it's a little bit of a different take on it, but again, it is the kind of character that I have played before for many, many years, and I did enjoy that character, but sort of like rehashing the past isn't sitting right. I'm having difficulty in actually sort of putting a slightly different spin on it. But that's a me problem, and I will work that out. But there were other things about sorting out this new character that just didn't feel right. Now, to start off with, I guess it certainly hasn't helped that for the first, well, 3 levels, he's up to level 3 now, we have been essentially working off scrap bits of paper. So it doesn't kind of feel like a character yet. I do think part of the problem with us not necessarily understanding some of the rules and the way sort of bonuses and things like that all fit together is because it's off scrap paper rather than a nicely laid out character sheet. So I would strongly recommend that if you are starting a new character, and this is the first time since I've started this channel that I have actually started a new player character. Why not go through the motions and actually see if I can make this character my own? Brand new fresh character sheet. Get stuff transferred onto a character sheet, a proper character sheet, as soon as you possibly can. And I do get the feeling that just by doing that, we are going to be able to get far more of a handle on the way the rules sort of like tied together, rather than working off a scrappy bit of paper. So that is one of the first things we're going to be doing in the next session. Obviously, being a crafting channel, you've already seen the fact that I have sorted out new miniatures for the party, and this is me. This is my rogue. Part of the reason that I actually went for this figure is because of the hand crossbow. I've never played a character that has been realistically more sort of like missile orientated. It's all been hand to hand or spell or that sort of thing. So I do think that that will at least give a little bit of a twist on it, and with what I understand, some of the sort of more specialized things that rogues can do with hand crossbows and things like that, it is going to make it a little bit of a different take on things when we actually do get into combat. So I am looking forward to that. Again, new character, treat yourself, get yourself a new miniature. But the one thing that I found when we were playing that I was having such a problem with was dice. And I don't know whether or not, you know, you guys tell me down in the comments Are you similar to this? Is it an OCD thing? Is it a superstition thing? I can look round the place and I have dice sets for every character that I've ever had. Some of them go back many, many years. And what I found was that I was reaching for a dice to do some rolls with this character, and the dice that I automatically picked up was my previous character, my other rogue. It was his dice, and that's the thing. It was no, that's his dice. I can't use those. It was almost like, I don't know, maybe I was betraying the old character or putting a hex on him by using his dice for somebody else. And so I put that dice back down and went for another set, but they're the ones that I use for NPCs. Look, I'll show you, okay? That is the set for my old rogue. Individual colour, so can't get that wrong. This expanded set is what I use for either NPCs or monsters if I'm DMing. So they're the sort of like everybody else dice. That's why it's a bit more sort of expanded. There's a couple of double ups in there, you know, in case I've got to roll for two at the same time. And while we're at it, that is the monster hit dice. Nice and red and flashy, and it's got a bit of weight to it, and it's the kind where I can thud it onto the table, and there you are. Has it hit? You know for a fact it has. So I didn't want to use my rogue's old dice, but it's a player character, so it seemed wrong to be using the NPC dice. And I thought, okay, what other dice sets have I got? And I reached for a really old box, and there was 2 sets of dice in there, but they belong to Sam and Mendel, and this isn't either of those. They're sort of reserved if I ever bring them back out to do a cameo. That's their dice. They are archived for those special occasions when those particular guys come back out. And so, again, I treated myself. My character's new dice. He is a bit on the grey and ambiguous side, so grey certainly seemed to be appropriate. But before I get to these, what I really do need to do to stop myself from accidentally sullying the dice of my old character is to archive them along with Sam and Mendel. Now, this was a target of opportunity. As you know, unfortunately, brick and mortar stores are having a hard time of it, and an awful lot of them are shutting down and going on to online only sales. And that did happen in town not that long ago, and they had these lovely plush dice bags going for an absolute song, so ceremoniously on camera. And I've gone for the purple because, well, James is a tad on the flashy side. We shall archive him. He'll be back out in the very near future, but at least I know where his stuff is. So, with all that being done, I guess I am now officially ready to bond with this new character properly. New start, and I guess I do feel a little bit better about the situation now than I did during the last game session. So if I have one tip for you, if you're starting out a new character, treat yourself. Get yourself a new set of dice for them, get a new figure, make sure that you do use a brand new character sheet. And yeah, as I say, if you have any other, I guess, traditions or hang-ups or superstitions about your dice, your figures, things like that, please do drop them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from them, because I can't be the only strange one playing D&D around the world. Anyway, I will leave you good folks to your gaming. That was me, I guess, just sharing my thoughts and quirks. I'll see you next time. Toodle pip for now.